Hi everyone, we're going to find stationary points. There's 3 types, and we're going to sketch the curve. After we find our stationary points, we're going to find the x and y intercepts and sketch it. So our 3 types of stationary points are this maximum, minimum, and point of inflection, where the gradients are 0 here. And the way we do that is we follow these steps. So the first thing we're going to do is find our derivative of y with respect to x and set it to 0. And then we can find our stationary points. So this is going to be 3x squared minus 6x. Set this to 0, and you're going to get, let's factor out a 3x, and we'll get x minus 2 equals 0. So our x values, if you set this to 0, we get 0. 3x equals 0, and set this to 0, we get 2. Now let's go ahead and get our y value. You plug in 0 in here, we'll get 0. So that's at the origin. Now let's plug in 2, so we get 2 cubed minus 3 times 2 squared. This is 12. So 8 minus 12, that's negative 4. So now that we have our 2 points, we've got to determine, are these maximum points, minimum points, or stationary points? And to do that, we're going to find the second derivative to find what kind. If we get a positive number, it suggests a minimum, because the minimum gradient on the right side is positive. If it's negative, then this gradient of this tangent line is negative on the right side of the minimum. If it's 0, the 0 has to be with the second derivative and the first derivative. It could be a point of inflection. So let's see what we get. We have these 2 points, so we're going to take our second derivative of y with respect to x. And that's going to be 6x minus 6. And once you find that, we're going to determine what our values are by plugging in our 0 and our 2. So when I plug in the 0 for substitution, I get 6 times 0 minus 6, and that's going to be negative 6. So that's a negative. That's going to suggest a maximum. So we're going to have a maximum value at 0, 0, the origin. Now let's do the same thing and plug in 2. So that's going to be a positive 12 minus 6. So that's going to suggest a minimum value. All right. Since they're both, one's positive and one's negative, we don't have points of inflection there, since we didn't get 0. So now let's go ahead and find our x and y intercepts. Of course, when x is 0, y is 0. This is already our maximum point as well. So let's let, when y is 0, what is x? So I'm going to factor out a x squared. You get x minus 3. So you set that, you're going to get 0, 0 for this one, and 3, 0. So these are your values for your intercepts. These 2 are the same. And then we have our maximum point at 0, 0, and our minimum at 2, negative 4. So you graph this. I went ahead and graphed it. So this is your 0, 0. There's the tangent line, the gradient is 0 there. 0, 0. At 2, negative 4, this was our minimum. Put a maximum here. And here is X-intercept at 3, 0. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.